What I do is very simple. Um, how do you verify the rent is a great question because you were very clear, Stephen, on like make sure the rent is verified. And I totally agree because what typically people will do, and people do this with home sales as well, is they take a look at what's listed, and then what's listed becomes the truth of what they'll actually get, either if they rent the property or if they're running a comp of what they're going to flip it for or flip it to themselves. And so I'll handle this one because this has been something I've been very passionate about for years. Is always verifying the income with a tool at Keyspire we have called the Income Analyzer. This is the way I love to do it. Everyone's a little bit different, but we train people on the Income Analyzer. And Stephen, I know you cover this type of due diligence at the workshop, but McLulu, just so you leave with something, what I do is very simple. I post an ad before I ever buy a property. I post an ad with the closest intersection and I describe the property and I just simply see how many people call. That's the way I test the market. And now it's not an exact number of like, okay, I know exactly what this is going to rent for. But let me tell you something. If I post something for $5,000 a month or 3,000, doesn't matter the number, and I get 10 calls in the first day, and I follow my checklist and I qualify every one of those calls, and 8 of them are qualified tenants, I'm pretty confident, nothing is for sure, but I'm pretty confident that this property can garner that 3,000 a month or whatever I posted it for. On the other hand, if I post it for 3,000 a month and 2 weeks go by and I get no calls, I'm pretty confident not to use that in my numbers. And so that's step one of the income analyzer. And we have a whole spreadsheet you walk through, do a quick little calculation. But that is my favorite way to buy any type of property, Stephen, is because I'm an income property investor. I like rental properties. Even if I buy a flip, I always qualify it as an income property, and that is my insurance policy. People say, what if you buy a flip and the market goes down? Oh my goodness, you're going to lose so much money. No, I'm not, because I'm going to rent it out and I'm going to make a few $100 a month for the rest of my life. And that's only one of the 4 ways to win.